What type of lithium-ion battery is in an iPhone in terms of chemical materials? Lithium-ion batteries are everywhere these days. They are in your phone, your computer, and perhaps even your car or RV. But what is a lithium-ion battery? Furthermore, what's inside of a lithium-ion battery that allows them to power your electronics? Let's take a look. The battery is one of the most important components of a smartphone. And today, lithium-ion batteries are more popular because of their general higher performance. Each phone manufacturer specifies the battery to be used in their devices. Apple is stricter on this rule. iPhone batteries were not very strong in terms of capacity. Users often complained of how the batteries could not last for a long time on a single charge. Apple heard this outcry and started developing lithium-ion batteries that are much better. The batteries can now hold a charge for a longer period, especially in the latest versions. But there is still one issue with these batteries: their vulnerability to explosions and fires. If there's one thing we need to use our mobile devices and computers, it's power. Without it, these devices are just bricks. Managing power on mobile and portable devices has long been a balancing act between performance and comfort. You don't want to cripple your devices by turning off too many useful features, but, depending on how you use your mobile devices, you may need to stretch the battery life as long as possible. Today's mobile devices use lithium-ion batteries, which are efficient, long-lasting batteries. Over the years, their capacity has improved, as has their charging speed. On a new iPhone, with the appropriate power adapter, you can charge the device to 50% in 30 minutes. These batteries are also easy to use. If you've been using portable devices for a long time, you may recall that you needed to fully charge, then fully deplete a new battery to calibrate it. After that, it was recommended to allow the batteries to fully deplete rather than charge them when they were partially depleted because of the memory effect in nickel-cadmium and nickel-metal hydride batteries. These batteries would lose their maximum capacity if they were repeatedly recharged after being partially depleted. Apple just announced that by 2025, it will use 100% recycled cobalt in batteries. A major acceleration of its work to expand recycled materials across its products, including a new 2025 target to use 100% recycled cobalt-1 in all Apple-designed batteries. Additionally, by 2025, magnets in Apple devices will use entirely recycled rare earth elements, and all Apple-designed printed circuit boards will use 100% recycled tin soldering and 100% recycled gold plating. In 2022, the company significantly expanded its use of key recycled metals and now sources over 2/3 of all aluminium, nearly 3/4 of all rare earths, and more than 95% of all tungsten in Apple products from 100% recycled material. The iPhone typically uses lithium-ion batteries with a cathode made of lithium cobalt oxide, LiCoO2. This type of battery chemistry provides a good balance of energy density and performance for mobile devices. Lithium-ion batteries use lithium ions to create an electrical potential between the positive and negative sides of the battery. A thin layer of insulating material called a separator sits between the two sides of the battery and allows the lithium ions to pass through while blocking the electrons. While the battery charges, lithium ions move through the separator from the positive side to the negative. While the battery discharges, the ions move in the opposite direction. The movement of the lithium ions causes an electrical potential difference called a voltage. When you hook your electronic devices up to the battery, electrons, not lithium ions, flow through your device and power it. The inside of a lithium battery contains multiple lithium-ion cells, wired in series and parallel, the wires connecting the cells, and a battery management system, also known as a BMS. The battery management system monitors the health and temperature of the battery. At the top of each charge, the BMS also balances the energy across all of the cells and helps ensure you get the maximum life and performance out of your lithium-ion battery. The inside of an individual lithium-ion cell is relatively simple. There are four main components: the anode, the cathode, an electrolyte, and a separator. The negative electrode in a cell is called the anode. The positive side is called the cathode. During charging, the lithium ions move from the cathode, through the separator, to the anode. During discharge, the flow reverses. The role of the electrolyte inside of a lithium-ion battery is to help transport the positive lithium ions between the anode and cathode. The most common electrolyte inside of a lithium-ion battery is a lithium salt. Between the anode and cathode is the separator. The separator is a thin sheet of material that allows the lithium ions to pass through but doesn't conduct electricity. It prevents the anode and cathode from shorting together electrically and forces the electrons to flow through your electronic device, giving it power. The separator also plays an important safety role. If the separator gets too hot, the pores close and prevent the lithium ions from passing through. Stopping the transport of the ions shuts down the battery cell, which can help prevent damage to the battery or a fire. Lithium-ion batteries work by collecting current and feeding it into the battery during charging. Normally, a graphite anode attracts lithium ions and holds them as a charge. But interestingly, recent research shows that battery energy density can nearly double when replacing graphite with a thin layer of pure lithium. When discharging, the cathode attracts the stored lithium ions and funnels them to another current collector. The circuit can react as both the anode and cathode are prevented from touching and are suspended in a medium that allows the ions to flow easily. Lithium batteries work by a process called intercalation and deintercalation. When the battery is being charged, lithium ions move from the anode to the cathode, where they are stored. This process is called intercalation, where lithium ions are inserted between the anode and cathode. When the battery is being discharged, the lithium ions move back from the cathode to the anode, and the electrons flow through the external circuit to power the device. This process is called deintercalation, where lithium ions are extracted from the anode and cathode. The lithium ions store the energy in a lithium battery while the electrons flow through the external circuit to power the device. The electrolyte helps move the ions between the anode and cathode while the separator prevents them from coming into contact. This ensures that the battery is safe and works efficiently. A lithium-ion battery looks quite simple from the outside, but as you start to dig in, you will find many different components. Ultimately, lithium-ion energy storage is a chemistry-driven process that hinges on its namesake. Most importantly, lithium batteries can be dangerous if not handled properly. They are susceptible to thermal runaway, a process where the battery rapidly increases in temperature and can lead to fires or explosions. This is why it's essential to always use the correct charger for your device and never leave a lithium battery unattended while charging. When a lithium battery is used regularly, its capacity will eventually decrease due to aging. This can be caused by overcharging or fully discharging the battery. It's important to follow the manufacturer's instructions when charging and discharging a lithium battery to maximize its lifespan. Due to their hazardous components, lithium batteries should not be thrown in the trash. They must be disposed of properly or recycled. Many stores and recycling centers offer battery recycling services. Thanks for watching. Shout out to Board Vlogger and Mommy Shakira. See you next time.